Hello and welcome to this session. This is Professor Farhat, in which we will discuss deduction for overtime pay. The phrase no tax on overtime pay was originated as a political campaign. Well, eventually the law was passed, but it did not eliminate all the taxes on overtime wages. What Congress did, what we end up with, is a limited temporary federal deduction. So it's a temporary and it's limited. There are multiple restrictions you need to be aware of, including income, limits, caps, and calculation rules. So the takeaway is, the first thing is, this is not a blanket tax exemption for all overtime pay. It's narrowly defined deduction, and this is what we will discuss in this session. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we proceed any further, I have a public announcement about my company, farhatlectures.com.
My AI turns any lecture into a complete study system. You can create summary table, formulas, and example from each lecture. Flashcard builds from the lesson itself. A quiz build on the lesson. And as a bonus, convert any lecture into a portable short audio on the go. So it helps you with the retention. No noise, no generic responses, just clarity based on that specific lecture. Don't just watch. Interact, test yourself, and retain the material using Farhat AI. Now go to farhatlectures.com now and see how the AI can help you understand, practice, and retain the material.
So what was actually passed into law? Only the overtime premium portion is deductible, not all the pay, not the overtime pay. And we're going to see what does it mean, only the premium. And this deduction only applies to federal income tax. It does not reduce your Social Security tax. It does not reduce your Medicare. It does not reduce your state income tax unless the state chose to do that. And the reason for the Social Security and Medicare, the government needs the money. And this deduction is temporary, available from 2025 to 2028. The good news is this deduction is below the line deduction. And what does it mean below the line? It means it gets deducted from AGI. So first you would compute this on Schedule 1A, no tax on overtime. In the prior session we looked on now no tax on tips. You will compute a number here, then this number will eventually make it to line 13A, and this is AGI, and it is below AGI. It's from AGI. It's very important to differentiate between for and from AGI, whether you are studying for the CPA exam or for the enrolled agent. Now, what's an overtime premium? Well, we have to break down the overtime pay. When an employee is paid in the US overtime, it means they are being paid time and a half the regular wages. So the regular wages is the base hourly wages. The overtime is 150% of the base wages. Now, keep in mind, the premium is the 50%. So let's assume you are being paid $20 per hour. Well, that's your regular wage. You worked 1 hour overtime. We'll take this wage times 1.5, and that will give us $30 in overtime pay. What's the overtime premium? It's the extra. The $10 overtime is the overtime premium. The regular portion is not deductible. What's deductible is that extra $10. And yeah, Congress has designed this rule to do what? To provide targeted relief without fully exempting wages. You don't want to have all the wages. The government needs money to operate. They want to maintain payroll, tax funding for Social Security and Medicare. That's why they will not, give you the $30 deduction, basically the extra overtime. Simply put, it will be overtime tax-free. The overtime pay is not deductible. It means it's the premium. Be careful. So the deduction applies only to that incremental premium. Payroll taxes remain applicable. You still have to pay all the payroll taxes, FICA, Social Security, FICA, Medicare. Is there a limit? You bet there is a limit. For single filers, $12,500 of eligible overtime premium. For married filing jointly, $25,000. Now, how does it work? Well, if you make less than the threshold, if your modified adjusted gross income below the threshold, again, don't worry about the M modified, just think adjusted gross income less than 150 and 300,000, you have the full, you can get the full benefit, the 12,500 deduction. However, the deduction is reduced by $100 for every 1,000 above modified adjusted gross income. So for a single under 150, you will get the full amount. Once you exceed the 150, for every $1,000 more, you would lose $100. So eventually, once you reach 275, you have lost 12,500, the whole deduction. So, and if you make more than that, you are not eligible. For married filing jointly, 550,000. Let's take a look at this multiple choice question from farhatlectures.com. An employee earns $24 per hour and is paid time and a half for overtime, which is the normal one. During 2025, the employee worked 100 hours overtime. What amount represents the maximum overtime premium eligible for this employee? Well, the regular pay is 24. The overtime pay is 150%, which it means $36. Now remember, of the $36, we have to deduct the base pay. The only deductible is the overtime premium. So this is the incremental overtime premium. Now you will take this times 100. It's 1,200. Assuming this is a single, they're making less than $150,000. The whole amount is deductible below the line. What should you do now? Whether you are a CPA exam candidate, EA, accounting student, go to Farhat Lectures for additional resources, lectures, multiple choice, simulations, cases. The best investment you can make is invest in yourself, and God bless.